Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and this is pretty much going to be the final stop in the Goten and Trunks DOKKANFEST World Tour. We're going to go into the Legendary Goku event. Now, honestly, long events are going to be pretty good for Goten and Trunks because we'll be able to very easily set up a situation where we use their active skill, we get, 5 dodges from them, fully build up their passive, and then they're definitely built different after you get their full passive active. Like, really crazy damage numbers are going to be able to be shot out. Alright, now we're definitely going to have a rotation with the physical Kid Trunks as well. Again, I've said this, but one of the reasons... Wow, that's a pretty good turn 1. 129k defense turn 1? What the hell? But one reason I would consider this Trunks and Goten so good is because they gave us Kid Trunks and Kid Goten options that are very, very viable and very strong to run alongside Goten and Trunks, right? Yeah, 6.76 turn 1. That's pretty good. And almost none of their links are active right there, right? We had Fierce Battle and Kamehameha. That's it. I could have put Krillin in slot 1. We would have gotten a little bit more damage, but, I mean, this is more so just to see how well they're going to fare. Now, the one main thing about Goten and Trunks that we do have to remember and really keep in mind with them, right, is the fact that they get, like, basically the lion's share. Oh, I should have supered right there. That's fine, whatever. But they get the lion's share of their defense on super attack, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to rock Kid Trunks in slot 1. He's going to super attack, and then Goten and Trunks in slot 2. Now, it might seem like that would expose us against STRUI Goku, right? But we actually should be okay. Because by the time we get to STRUI Goku, I mean, Goten and Trunks, we could... Honestly, we could save their active skill for that time. Potentially that could be a good idea. I'm actually going to have LR Gohan super attack first because we'll give LR Gohan a stack of his defense, but he's also not going to be anywhere close. LR Gohan's not even going to be on the same league, I don't think, of the damage that Goten and Trunks are going to do. Yeah, only 3 million right there. LR Gohan is still good. Still has his uses, right? But people act as though he's like a top 10 unit in the game, and that's just definitely not. I mean, he's not. He's probably not even close to a top 10 unit in the game, honestly. Like, we're getting to the point where like DOKKANFEST TURs like are definitely like a grade above. It feels like of even some of these summonable LRs like that AGL Gohan. Because like one thing about that AGL LR Gohan is I feel like a lot of people consider his transformation, like how rapidly he could do damage. Because I mean, he's, again, I don't know, he's pretty much the same thing as the LR Tech Gohan, isn't he? Let me double check, because it's been a while since I've rocked AGL LR Gohan. Actually, maybe I'll just do his level 10 Link Showcase after this. So, well, he greatly raises defense on 12 and 18 key, and he's getting defense per key orb. But then that's also on top of any defensive stacks you would have had, because any super attacks with the Super Saiyan 1 Gohan, those defensive stacks would have kept up. To me, the only real problem with the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is all the extra power you lose out on without a Super Saiyan Goku in the same turn, right? Like, I think we're going to start getting more and more better Super Saiyan Gokus. I am not going to use the active skill just yet, because when I use it, I want to make sure we're getting the 5 dodges, right? I think that's very important. All right, so Kid Trunks is only at 114k defense, but keep in mind, a lot of his buildup that he gets is from super attack, right? He gets a 50% attack and defensive increase for 6 turns on super attack, this physical Kid Trunks does. So, by the time we get like 2 turns in the future, his defense is going to start to be 250k plus, 300k plus, and it's just going to be at a level 7 million, by the way, for these two. Like, it's like you just have to build your team in a certain way, and they're crazy. Like, that's good. Like, that's we had 18% support on that rotation, and they did 7 million. Like, it's so nuts how powerful they can be. It really is. We got High School Gohan here. Remember, of course, High School Gohan is a very, very good unit. The one reason I really like High School Gohan is, despite the fact that he's got his very good support, which helps out on a lot of these teams, right? Giving key, especially for something like this Tech Gohan, right? A little bit of key support really helps. And actually having a support type unit that will not get killed in difficult events is very helpful, right? Because this Gohan he's got okay defense, but his okay defense combined with his damage reduction actually makes it fine, right? And then, of course, he's also giving the key. He does have stun chance as well. High School Gohan is just a very powerful unit, no doubt about that, right? Okay, so I guess we're a lot of times when I'm doing the Legendary Goku event these days, I'm, you know, running like the blue fusions on like the second rotation and stuff like that. But on this team, you know, this team is a little bit slower, right? We're not running like full power blue fusions tearing through. Okay, again, I'm actually just gonna, I want to keep Kid Trunks in slot 1, you know, so we could sort of build up his defense and stuff like that. Like, that's very, very important. Well, actually, nope. I was gonna say, are we gonna miss out super attacks? That would be the fault of Tech Gohan if we had missed a super attack on Trunks and Goten right there, but we're good. Okay, so I guess I'll just go ahead and skip now to Tech God Goku, because again, the next turn with Gohan super attack and stuff like that is gonna be long. And we'll start to see, again, I'm trying to strategically get the turn where we're going to get 5 dodges for Trunks and Goten to fully build up their passive before we use their active skill. Or I could also just save their active skill for SCRUI Goku, because that's the only phase that's really going to be able to damage him anyway. But for the purposes of this video, I kind of would like to see how well they will handle it with their full defense built up going against SCRUI Goku and not relying on their active skill dodge. Alright, so now we're going up against Tech God Goku. Man, okay, so look at that Kid Trunks at 290k. Oh, oops, the cord. Oh, look at me. Yeah, I mean, we're good. Okay, good. Thank you, cord. Yep, cord. Disconnected, connected, disconnected, connected. Yeah, we got it. The only thing is that this guy Goku's defense is a little bit low. The only thing is, if I... See, this is definitely the setup I want to use, is like Kid Trunks right there, then Goten and Trunks sort of in slot 2. Because I do want to make sure, it's very important that physical Trunks keeps that defense built up. I mean, we saw how freaking high it was right there. But I want to make sure it is that high, like once we get to SCRUI Goku. Because again, I mean, at that level of defense, this physical Trunks, he's going to be taking double-digit damage from SCRUI Goku, except for the super attack. But if we only have to worry about the super attack from one character, like that's the only damage we're gonna take on that turn is just the one super attack from him like that. So it's not really something that we're gonna have to worry about. All right, so again, we'll try and see if we can get the 5 attacks lined up in one position right here. I really would prefer that, right? And then of course, the Goten and Trunks, their damage just skyrockets as well once you get that done. But I mean, let's see, because again, this is the only sort of negative with this unit is, I mean, I tend to not like to pump out that active skill until I can really start to get a number of dodges off, right? I want to be able to get a lot of dodges in so I can really build up the ki, the attack, the defense, and their extra dodge chance and all that stuff. But, like, you know, if we're going to get, like, 1 dodge in with the active skill, I just don't really see much of a purpose to using it, right? So hopefully on this next turn, Blue Goku will line up almost all of his attacks in slot 1. Because against SCRUI Goku, I probably will... I probably will use it if we can get the full build-up, which is what I'm really looking for here. Okay, so that's only 3, yeah, which we're definitely not going to go for. Okay, so Kid Trunks, 260k defense, pretty good. Let's see the damage numbers Goten and Trunks will do, and again, their defense... I mean, I don't know exactly what it's going to be. It looks as though we probably did not, by the way, get all of our buffs. We did not. So Goten and Trunks, right, they get 150% attack and defense on super attack. Then they have 2 great chances, 70% chances of 50% attack and defense at the start of turn. I think we might have gotten neither of those. Yeah, under a 4 million attack stat right there, we got neither of those 2 additional attacks right there. So their defense is not going to be the craziest on this turn. Their damage under 4 million this deep. And I mean, what, turn 1, we're at nearly 7 million, right? Now here, turn 11. So depending upon the situation, their damage numbers definitely can go up and down, right? All right, so now we're in the big boy section. I think I actually am. Yeah, because look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can get the full build-up. So I wanted to avoid this, but I mean, I guess this is also at the same time we can show how good Goten and Trunks can be, right? Because in a difficult event like this, I don't know, let's say you're going against the Infinite Terminal History, you're going up against the, you know, Reps of Universe 7 stage, which is pretty tough, and, you know, you could tactically use the active skill just to avoid like type disadvantage turns and stuff like that, right? So, you know, this will be good. What is our defense at? 78k right here, which is not the craziest. Now, the other thing, too, is look at Kid Trunks, right? Kid Trunks, after super attacking, is going to be, like, over 300k defense. Like, he's just an absolute animal. So, keep in mind that Goten and Trunks right here, they're going to 100% chance to dodge every single attack aimed at them. They're going to build up a max of 3 ki from this, which is actually very helpful, right? Because they're only a TUR that needs 12 ki to super attack anyway. Then on top of that, they're going to get an extra 50% attack and defense from all the dodges. But then they're also going to get an extra, now 30% chance to dodge. Because they get 7% chance to dodge per dodge permanently. But it caps out at 30%, right? So that's not like 30% dodge is not like, oh my god, now they're a dominant force that can't be touched. But it's I've found it to be a really good complement to a unit if they have decent defense, right? Like, I don't know, like Int Gogeta, Physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, like them being given 30% chance to dodge, I found it's actually quite helpful. So that's gonna allow these units to work pretty well. Okay, let me chill here, not super attack too much. Yeah, this is perfect. Well, the only thing is ki. No, we're gonna have Krillin next turn, aren't we? Okay, so we'll be completely fine then. Because I was gonna say I didn't set up the ki very well. But okay, so now this next turn, this is gonna be Goten and Trunks fully powered up. If we get the 270% chances to activate, I mean, I imagine even UI Goku super attacking is probably only gonna do like 200k or less, which is nothing on type disadvantage in this event. That's gonna be very ultra impressive, right? I would have preferred if he hadn't super attacked on this turn, though, but it's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how we do right here. Again, now Goten and Trunks, they're fully built up. You know, we sort of waited to use the active skill until we could get the 5 dodges off, and we got that. So they're going to have, you know, now dodge chance, ki, way more attack and defense than they did before. Okay, I'm going to put them... What, dude? Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, so they're at 200k defense, right? But, like, almost all of their defense is on super attack. I could leave them in slot 1, and maybe which I'm going to do. Obviously, I could bleed out a little bit more damage with them in the middle slot, because then at that point, we'd have 6 out of 7, because we'd get Kamehameha and Fierce Battle active, which we're not going to get just with this Trunks right here. But I think their defensive prowess is probably a little bit more important to show right here. That after their active skill, even in slot 1, now super attack is going to destroy them, obliterate them, right? But normals are not going to do anything, and they do have the dodge chance as well. Look at this. If UI Goku again super attacks after they hit, it's going to be crazy. 8.97 right there. Man, with Fierce Battle and Kamehameha, we probably would have broken 10 million, huh? We'd have been like right there. Sheesh. Yeah, you're just dead. Goodbye, Goku. Alright, so we've reached our final turn. Again, Goten and Trunks, after their active skill, are just so powerful. Even though they're a slot 2 defensive unit, like, in this situation, we could just put them in slot 1. They're completely good. So, yeah, this concludes the World Tour. This unit is really strong. That's it. Like, Goten and Trunks are very, very good. You know, in order to use them to where they're looking this good, though, you do just have to have proper team building with, like, other Kid Trunkses, Kid Gotens, a powerful Krillin, like this Tech Krillin around. You know, as long as you've got some of those characters around, they're going to look like absolutely juggernauts. And the physical Kid Trunks, again, I've said many times, but his presence allows Goten and Trunks to really maintain this level of greatness across, like, every event in the game. Because physical Kid Trunks is on, like, all the categories that they're on, except for, like, I guess, like, Kamehameha, right? But, like, he's on all these categories with them. So, like, you know, super physical, battlefield, like, you always have, like, that Kid Trunks that you can sort of rock with them, and you're just gonna be good to go. So, let me know what you guys think. Goten and Trunks are supremely powerful, and I'll catch you guys next time.